To write a great college application essay, you first need to understand what makes one great. Then you can dive into the process of writing your own. A great college application essay, first and foremost, needs to meet its number one goal, and that is to help you land in the yes pile of your target colleges and universities. The people who decide where you land are the college admissions officers. They are the ones who read through all the hundreds and thousands of applications, including yours. To understand what they need and want, it helps to put yourself in their shoes. Imagine that you have to decide who gets into your school and you have zillions of applications. Some of the students obviously don't have what it takes, and it's easy to toss those applications into the reject pile. That leaves the rest of the bunch, and hopefully you and your essay. The problem is that those remaining students are starting to all look very similar, with top grades and stellar test scores and the same long list of impressive extracurriculars. So how are they supposed to pick who's in and who's out when everyone looks the same? This is when your college application essay can really make a difference in your chance of admission. Often the essay is the only way admissions officers have left to differentiate applicants in a positive way. Once your application clears the basic requirements for admissions, these essays are literally all they have left to go on. Your essay is your best way to try to put a face on your application. So how do you write an essay that helps you stand out from the crowd? First, you keep in mind how the admissions officers have to read piles of essays and then set out to find a topic that's unique and compelling so it grabs their attention and keeps them wanting to know more. You also want to find a topic that reveals part of your personality or character and helps you come across as a student who is likable. It also helps if you can showcase how you think and your love of learning. This is called intellectual vitality, and colleges dig it. Another key feature of a great college essay is if you could find a topic that helps you show your grit. Grit is a word for raw determination, and colleges like to see this in students since it means they not only have what it takes to get admitted, but have the grit to stick it out even when times get tough. So here's a list so far of what makes a great college application essay. Yep, it's a long one. These features are a lot to pack into one essay that only has about 500 to 650 words. So now that you know what you need to do, how exactly do you do it? The good news is that it's not that hard. The trick is to write what's called a narrative style essay. This just means that your essay uses a storytelling style and some creative writing techniques. They are also known as slice of life essays, since they take one piece of your life and spin it into an engaging and memorable essay, which does everything you want it to do as a personal statement for your college application. These are not the bland academic 5-paragraph essays you wrote in English class. Instead, these are written in a much more casual style that captures your teenage voice and personality. The best news is they're not that hard to write. You just need to spend a little time learning how to structure a narrative essay and include certain literary writing techniques that will make it interesting and effective. Of course, read the prompt that you need to answer for your college application essay. Most of them are asking in one way or the other for a personal statement essay, which is what this course will teach you to write. Whether you use one of the 5 prompts from the Common Application or a prompt for a large state university or one for a transfer or scholarship essay, the writing formula outlined in this course will help you write a personal statement that will work perfectly. Sometimes you might need to tweak your essay to line up with the exact prompt, but usually it will work with all prompts asking for an essay that reveals something central about what makes you you. There are no rules for how you work this course or move through it. Some of you might want to zip through all the short presentations and then go back and start working on your rough drafts, or you can work on writing your drafts as you go along. The course, however, is actually set out to literally walk you step by step through the process of crafting one personal statement. I'd advise you to stick to that path and take time to read the handouts and do the exercises with each section as you go along for the best and quickest results. It's your call. Before you jump in, I strongly encourage you to take a few minutes before launching into the first step and read the sample essays in handout 1 from the collection in my book, Heavenly Essays. There are only 6 of them and they are short, and I bet you even find them really good reads. These were written by real students and you can see what schools they ended up at. More importantly, you can quickly get an idea of the type of slice of life essay that you soon will be writing yourself. Notice the more casual style and how they all use little stories called anecdotes from real life to start their essays. Also, pay attention to the types of topics they used. If you want to be more organized while you take this course, I would suggest that you download the 14 handouts to one file on your computer before you start, or even better, print them all out and put them in one folder. That will make it easy to refer back to them as you go through the presentations. Also, make sure you have somewhere to take notes, either on paper or a computer file. A lot of this process is brainstorming, and capturing your thoughts and ideas is important. One of the best features of the Essay Hell Writing Bootcamp is that you'll have complete access to all of my 4 popular writing guides. There's a library tab in the course where you can open and read each of the digital versions of the books. During the course, you are also invited to send me questions in the comments section, which I'll do my best to answer within a day or two at the latest. You are also welcome to share your questions and concerns with fellow students who can respond back in the comment sections as well. There's nothing better than having someone to bounce off ideas and get encouragement when you feel frustrated. The materials in the step-by-step part of this course should only take you about an hour to review, including the 10 short videos and related handouts. After that, it's up to you how much time you spend writing your drafts and polishing them. You can crank them out in a day or work on them over a couple weeks. Work at your own pace. I do encourage you to set deadlines for yourself and get this done and off your plate as soon as you can. You will feel so great once you have finished your own killer essay. Let me give you one more word of advice before you get started. I've worked with hundreds, even thousands of students on these essays. Many of them told me at the start that they were certain there was nothing interesting about them, or that they knew they had nothing to write about that would help them stand out or make an impression on their dream schools. But after taking them through these exact step-by-steps, I can tell you every single one of them wrote a great essay, and I'm confident you will too. You might still be feeling pretty stressed and doubtful, but do yourself a favor. Try to open your thinking and give yourself some credit. You are unique and interesting, and before you know it, you will discover your own story and quickly craft a killer college application essay. Trust me on this. Good luck.